Debt is that word that people do not like to talk about. However, a high percentage of people do have some kind of debt, be it a mortgage, credit card debt, student loan, or bank overdraft. These are planned debts, debts that have been instigated because you want to invest in your future or make purchases that you will pay off at a later date. As long as you are in control, then this is all fine. However, the big problem arises when we are unable to pay our debts, as it can be very easy to get into the debt cycle, which can be difficult or impossible to escape from. Let's have a look at how the debt cycle works. The debt cycle starts when you are low on funds. To help get out of the situation, you may take out a loan or increase the spending on your credit cards. With no additional income or ability to reduce the debts, your debt balance will grow as interest payments are added to the debt. With no ability to pay or reduce the debt, the cycle starts again and you get further and further into debt. If you are unable to reduce your debt, this will eventually lead to you defaulting on a loan or maybe even bankruptcy. There is only one way to get out of debt, and that is to break the circle. To do this, the same principles that we discussed in our mindset changes section apply. The first step is to accept and acknowledge that your debts are too high and are becoming uncontrollable. Do not judge yourself when doing this, as you may have perfectly valid reasons for accumulating the debt. But you must get it under control to get your finances back on track and reduce the stress that juggling debts can bring, as well as the high repayment rates you will be incurring. You need to know where you stand with your finances, so identify and write down all the debt payments you are making, as well as all your other outgoings and also how much income you have. If you are in debt, then it is essential that you have a greater understanding of your finances so that you know how to get the debts under control. Once you have identified all your outgoings and income, use this information in the tracker and create a budget plan by adjusting your outgoings to suit your situation. Our tracker will show you instantly how small adjustments to your lifestyle, such as spending less on food or reducing your phone contract, can have big changes and help you reduce the debt. Depending on the size of your debt, you may have to take more drastic action to get your debt under control. Using the tracker will help you achieve the balance you want when reducing your debts, so that you have control and can still live a workable lifestyle, as long as it fits in with your budget and you are not increasing your debt levels. When looking at your spending plan, you will no doubt identify big and small changes that you can cut back on to help reduce your debts. As you go about everyday life, think about those small purchases that you make and ask yourself if they are necessary. Think back to our example of saving just £30 per month by making coffee at home or making packed lunches for work. You will be surprised how much you can save by making small adjustments. When you have created your budget, put it into the tracker and create a debt reduction plan that you are happy with. Remember that life does not always go to plan. You will more than likely need to adapt and change as you progress. The more you keep track of your finances, the greater control you will have and the more successful you will be at reducing your debt. I speak from experience when I talk about debt. I had mounting debts and could not see how I could ever pay it all off. However, one day I made the mindset switch, and although it took many years, I finally paid off all the uncontrolled debts I had. I had to make lots of small sacrifices to afford it, and I cannot tell you how better life is now I am in control and can see the long-term benefits control can bring. It is one of the reasons I put this tutorial together, and I really hope that if you are in debt and are struggling to see how you can get beyond your current situation, then I can assure you there is a way out, and by using the techniques and the tracker will help to improve your life for the better.